Hello there, and welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Jacob, and I am so excited to be back here for the second week in a row, undisturbed by the roaming band of terrifying Tauruses that are tearing through numerous people's towns and villages and ruining lives. But not here, because we're following the rules, and we're social distancing, and we're wearing masks to prevent our scents from reaching the wild Tauruses. What, Corbin? I see that you have decided to start off the class by crying. Would you like to share with us?
It just happened.
I'm sorry, Professor. I'm sorry, Professor. Let me take him out of the class. Corbin.
No,
Corbin.
Why are you dragging me? What?
What's going on, Corbin? I need you to get your shit together.
I don't want to talk. It's the Tauruses. They ran. I think we should be with the professor. I think he should know about this too. Okay, Professor, I got something I gotta say, and I don't know how you're gonna take it. The Tauruses, the Tauros epidemic. They tore through Saffron City, and they trampled my uncle, and he was one of the casualties that you may have heard on the news last night. So, a little upset about it.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I was you guys
Are you
stepped out,
falling?
and
I'm
I
literally
fell
telling
asleep.
you about my dead uncle. You
guys were out there for so
killed.
long. I'm really tired. I fell asleep. I've been dealing with this Charmander that
It's
Professor
okay,
Oak sent me.
Professor.
What were you
It's
saying?
okay, Professor.
I remember you were crying about. I don't really care.
Don't worry about Professor. One of his family members died to the Tauruses. It's not important. No.
He got trampled to death in Saffron
Corbin, go
City
back to your
last
desk.
night.
Well, that's why we all need to do our part to social distance and wear our anti-Tauros masks. All right. So let's get this class started in earnest. Can anybody tell me where we left off last lesson?
Yeah, we learned about Togepi.
No.
Charmander. That was
Yes,
what it
there
was.
you go.
Charmander.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
great. Now
That's close.
It's a little bit difficult to understand you through your tears and snotty nose, but
The flamey boy.
You realize he's not
flamey
here,
one.
right? You're just talking to Kurt. You're just talking to Professor.
I know, but whenever I think about Charmander, it's just
oh, I hate it when
it
Mr. Curtis
overwhelms
cries. Come here, Mr. Curtis.
I'm trying to, Curtis.
No, get
it's
the
okay.
fuck back up.
Professor.
I don't want you near me, Corbin.
it's just so cute.
What?
Come here, Mr. Curtis.
Why
Oh,
can
thank
he
you,
cry
Professor.
and I can't?
Thank you, Professor.
It's okay. Hey, listen.
It's
Listen.
just
Guess
so
what?
cute.
Guess what? Our little Charmander is doing just fine. In fact, I'm going to talk about him in a
Sad
second.
too.
Stalin's doing all right.
I'm sad too.
Oh God! All right, if I console
God,
you,
all
will
right.
you stop crying for the rest of the
Yeah.
lesson?
My
All right.
uncle's dead. Yeah.
Shh.
Yeah.
Come here.
Okay.
It's okay. Nani.
I have a question.
Yes. What is it?
Are professors allowed to be this close to their students?
All right, that's it. We're going back to social distancing.
Hey, little Corbin, let me whisper in your ear.
Get out of my ear, Curtis. God.
Professors may not, but teaching assistants can.
That is in the rules. Once again, I know we've talked about this before, but that is actually in the rules, and it is okay for
What? That assistants can come close? What about the
Yes.
social distancing? Tauruses, they smell us if we're grouped together.
Yeah, but okay, listen. Mr. Curtis is a little bit weird in that he doesn't actually exude any scent. It's kind of weird.
That's where you're wrong.
And had a
Look,
run in
after
with
class yesterday, I went to the gym with Mr. Curtis, and let me tell you, it's not good.
Wait, like the Pokemon gym? What were you like fighting Pokemon? You shouldn't be fighting Pokemon.
No, the regular human gym. I can't. I'm not a trainer yet. We
You
gotta
fight
wait until
humans? That doesn't make any
No,
sense.
We were just
Who trains
look,
them?
We were bench pressing. He had a Machoke spot him. We were just working out. We weren't like fighting anyone.
Listen, you never want a Machoke to spot you. They always overestimate the weight that you can handle. But we're not, I need to mention, we are not talking about Machoke today. We're not even talking about Charmander today. We're talking about Charmander's older, cooler, and redder brother. That's right. We're talking about Charmeleon, the flame Pokemon. Now, if you'll remember, last class I mentioned that Professor Oak had given me a Charmander to study with the express purpose that I would not be evolving it until I did an excellent job in researching the properties of a Charmander. Well, wouldn't you know, right after last lesson, I immediately evolved it into a Charmeleon. But here he is right now.
Whoa, nice.
Stalin!
What's
so this
poppin'?
Now, interestingly enough, this is the exact same Pokemon that we talked to last class. However,
oh, it's Stalin. He remembers us.
Now, I think I went with Charcoal as the name. This happened after class, but I decided to call him Charcoal. I didn't like the name Stalin. It didn't really make any sense to me.
Yeah.
But this is Charcoal, and he's the same Pokemon, but I think you'll notice that his demeanor is extremely different. He has his mood has changed significantly. How would you say? Would you say he is nicer? Would you say he's more aggressive? How would you describe this our little Charcoal here?
He looks a little aggressive. Hey, Mr. Curtis, is it just me or is he side-eyeing me?
Stalin is definitely a sassy boy.
He's starting to swing his tail around. That's actually extremely dangerous. And in fact, it's going to really get really hot in here, so I'm just going to put him back into his ball right now. Okay. Oh, Mr. Corbin, your oh my God. Okay. Oh, your backpack is on fire.
What? No, it's not.
Hey, calm down. Fuck. Everybody, be calm. Put it out real quick.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got you, Corbin.
Close call.
Oh my God, Mr. Curse, where did you even get that giant gallon bucket of water that you just splashed all over Mr. Corbin?
You don't want to know where I pulled it out.
Was that even water in there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he says it was water, so it's probably
Curtis,
fine. Mr. Curtis.
Excuse me. Mr. Curtis, are you bringing a piss bucket to class?
I mean, I don't get to leave the classroom very often.
He doesn't. That is true. I lock him in here.
That's right.
Jesus. So even when I leave, he just stays here, huh? I thought you just liked helping out after school, but apparently you're not allowed to leave. That must suck, dude. Must suck being the teacher's pet, bitch.
That's right. Hey, listen.
All right, please limit the profanities that you sling at my teaching assistant.
Sorry.
It really affects his mood and therefore his work. All right. So
yeah, he might start swinging his tail and try to charge me too.
Thank you, Mr. Curtis, for extinguishing our little student here. But I think it's time, now that we've all gotten a good look at Charmeleon, I think it's time we start the lesson in earnest and start looking at these different Pokedex entries.
Let's do it to it, Captain.
Please don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
All right.
That's it. Detention. After class. I'm sick and
God.
tired of it. Crying. Fucking being lit on fire. It just, I can't handle it. So I think
Curtis, I guess I'm staying with you and your piss bucket.
No, you have to go to detention. I stay in the classroom.
Yeah. Detention's in the, it's in the basement.
There's a basement now.
Yeah, we'll get lighting and heating down there eventually, but
God.
Right now it's pretty bare bones.
Jesus.
All right. So, let's start off, as we always do, with the Pokedex entries from the Kanto region. So, first, when it swings its burning tail, it elevates the temperature to unbearably high levels. So, that's what I was concerned about, right from the get-go. Charmeleon, or Charcoal, really didn't seem to take a liking to you, and he was starting to spin up that tail, which would be been a major problem for us inside this small classroom.
Yeah. But it wouldn't have ended too well. We would have had to take another break while the classroom gets repaired. What a shame that would have been.
Yeah, I know. I don't think our class our classroom downloads could really handle another break of that length.
That's true. People need their
really
Pokemon
reflected
education.
Poorly.
That's right.
On the statistics of the class.
That's right.
I know. I almost didn't survive that long by myself in the classroom. So
that's right. I only checked on him like twice, maybe.
Hey, Curtis, you stayed the whole time.
I had to eat the bulb off the back of the Venusaur in the last class session.
Well, really, he was only in here by himself for like 3 months, and then I had to spend the next 2 months cleaning up the mess that he had. Let's say generated while he was alone in the classroom by himself.
That's right.
Jesus.
I survived off the fruit on the back of the Venusaur.
That wasn't, the Venusaur was with me. That was a stuffed Venusaur doll that I leave for decoration. You ate stuffing. That was just cotton.
No one, oh God.
Made from the finest Mareep fur, yes, but It's still non-edible.
No wonder I was so regular. It's all roughage.
Hence,
keep it going,
hence the
Professor.
cleaning. All right, I'm sorry. Second entry from the Kanto region. Tough fights could excite this Pokemon. When excited, it may blow out bluish white flames.
Whoa, that's kick-ass.
It is kick-ass. I've never seen it personally, but hey, we might just throw out that charcoal again and have him go toe-to-toe with Corbin and see what happens.
Please don't. I'm not ready to fight a Charmeleon, please.
Okay, number 3. It appears to be very vicious. It attacks with razor-sharp claws and won't stop until the enemy is defeated. Tenacious little buckarino. I like it. All right.
Won't stop.
Johto.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, and it won't stop until
And it
the
doesn't
enemy is
stop
dead.
no matter what. That's what it seemed like it was going to do.
Well, until the enemy is defeated. So if you ever come toe-to-toe, face-to-face with a Charmeleon who's swinging his tail around, just play dead. Just play dead.
Oh, okay.
It will assume that it has beaten you, and it will move on. All right.
Sounds good.
Pokedex entry is from the Johto region. It is a very hot-headed by nature, so it constantly seeks opponents. It calms down only when it wins. So if it loses, I guess it's just going to be angry forever. I don't know.
Sounds like me every time I lose to Curtis.
What are you losing? Oh, in the
Mr. Curtis? Mr.
Listen,
Curtis, thank you very much.
I need
With our
to.
grades.
I need to say the pop quizzes and the grades. It's not a competition, buddy. All right. It's you gotta separate those things out. All right.
I know,
Everybody
you're right.
here, you two in the classroom, myself, and all of our wonderful listeners are trying to better themselves in the biology of Pokemon. You can't go comparing yourself to everybody. Everybody learns at different speeds.
You're right. You're going down today, Mr. Curtis.
No,
Suck!
there's not.
Come at me, fool.
Wow.
Suck.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Professor.
all right.
That was beyond my station. I apologize.
Where was I? Okay, in the Johto region, of course. It has a barbaric nature. In battle, it whips its fiery tail around and slashes away with sharp claws. If it becomes agitated during battle, it spouts intense flames, incinerating its surroundings. That could have been us. We could have been incinerated.
Jesus.
Stalin wouldn't do that. I have no idea that
Listen,
he would have done that to
listen.
me. Mm-mm.
Charcoal as a Charmander wouldn't have done that. Charcoal as a Charmeleon, he's a little piece of shit. Let me tell you, he's an asshole.
Yeah, I seem like a little hothead motherfucker.
Maybe so.
All right. It is very hot-headed by nature, so it constantly seeks opponents. It calms down only when it wins. All right, that seems like it was that was a repeat. All right, moving on to the Hoenn region. Charmeleon mercilessly destroys its foes using its sharp claws. If it encounters a strong foe, it turns aggressive. In this excited state, the flame at the tip of its tail flares with a bluish-white color.
Whoa.
So not only does it breathe out bluish-white color, its tail will also turn into a bluish-white color. All right, this next one gets a little bit rough. Without pity, its sharp claws destroy foes. If it encounters a strong enemy, it becomes agitated, and the flame on its tail flares with a bluish-white color. See, that must have been what it was, Corbin. He saw you, and he knew that you were a strong enemy.
That's right. He
You
knew
must
what
have
I'm
radiated
capable of.
some kind of power.
Yeah. Look, I might not even know my own power yet or how good of a trainer I'm going to be, but I think he could tell.
He could tell. Hey, maybe, you know what? Maybe this charcoal, maybe this is your Pokemon.
Could it be my first? Yo, can you talk to Professor Oak and
Well,
see
okay,
if
listen. Your first Pokemon is very special. I mean, it has to be special for both of you. Okay.
Right.
And it
Okay.
can only be your first if it consents.
Okay.
Consent is key.
Consent is key.
That's right. Even with Pokemon. Well, look, maybe you can bring it back out at the end of the class, and we'll see if we can see if it'll get warmed up to me. Let's go through the entries, and maybe we'll bring it back out.
We have time, and if you do well on this quiz, I don't want you to be
good.
distracted thinking
That's
about you're
the
going to
deal.
be a Charmeleon.
I do good on the quiz. You let me have this Charmander, see if we get a connection. If we get a connection, maybe you can ask Professor Oak to let me adopt it as my first Pokemon pal. Sound good?
Think about it. I'll think. No promises.
Handshake?
I will think about it.
Handshake?
No, we have to. Please step 6 feet back. We have to be socially
Handshake?
distanced.
I'm getting out of my chair.
No,
Handshake?
sit down. We're
Okay.
going to do
Hey, sit back down.
we're going to do a psychic handshake. There we go. All right. It has been shooken. Okay. Continuing with the Hoenn region. It lashes about with its tail to knock down its foes. It then tears up the fallen opponent with sharp claws. So Charmeleon don't stop when the enemy's on the ground, all right?
No, he keeps going.
It will tear into them with sharp claws.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. When it swings its burning tail, it elevates the air temperature to unbearably high levels. All right.
Yep. That sounds to
Damn.
repeat.
I'm going to read the entries from the Sinnoh region, and after that, things kind of repeat. The Kalos, the Unova, and the Alola and Galar region, they really just kind of copy what was written in the other ones. It's probably because these Pokemon aren't commonly in those regions, but that's fine. Okay, in the Sinnoh region, it says, in the Rocky Mountains where Charmeleon live, their fiery tails shine at night like stars. So that's kind of like a weird whimsical kind of representation of a Charmeleon that we hadn't had before, which is really interesting. These last
That's
two,
very
I
sweet.
think...
Like a poem.
Yeah, like whoever wrote this should be a poet. They're great. All right, these last two I think are repeats, but I'm going to read them anyways. It is very hot-headed by nature, so it constantly seeks opponents. It calms down only when it wins. It has barbaric nature. In battle, it whips its fiery tail around and slashes away with sharp claws. All right, so that's the end of the official Pokedex entries. But as always, I believe we have some unique Pokedex entries, and I will read them as I am like to do. Okay. First comes to us from Ash Ketchum's Pokedex. It says, Charmeleon, the flame Pokemon. It has razor-sharp claws, and its tail is exceptionally strong.
Okay, makes sense.
Ooh.
And the next one comes to us from Serena's Pokedex. Charmeleon, the flame Pokemon, and the evolved form of Charmander. Charmeleon knocks down opponents with its tail, and then defeats them using its razor-sharp claws.
That's fair.
Okay.
That makes sense. Big
Yeah,
ass
I
tail.
mean, those kind of like repeats of what we already saw. It kind of has a 1-2 punch of smack them down with its tail and then just rip out their innards with its sharp claws.
Give them a nice sweep and then tear motherfuckers apart. I like it. I like the sound of that.
Sweep, and eviscerate. Okay. One last thing I want to read here. I like to bring to you some out of the box biology entries for these Pokemon. So I'm going to read this one again. It's not official. We can't know if this is fully true or not, but I think I personally trust the resources that it came from. I know this person is a good friend. So I'm going to read it.
Get on with it, Professor. Jeez.
Charmeleon is a bipedal reptilian Pokemon. It has dark red scales and a cream underside from the chest down. It has narrow blue eyes and a long snout with a slightly hooked tip. On the back of its head is a single horn-like protrusion. It has relatively long arms with 3 sharp claws. Its short legs have plantigrade feet with 3 claws and cream-colored soles. Does anybody here know what plantigrade means?
I don't know. Is something about plants grading you on your performance to take care of them?
I imagine it's similar to a tardigrade, the way they walk.
You know what? Both good guesses, but both wrong. In fact, it's referring to how its feet are shaped. If you see that it's flat-footed on the ground, instead of like its heels are constantly up.
Gotcha.
Or it doesn't have hooves. So think of like a Ponyta. That would be an example of a Pokemon that does not have plantigrade feet.
Right.
Okay.
Anyways, the tip of its long, powerful tail has a flame burning on it. The temperature rises to unbearable levels if Charmeleon swings its tail.
Right.
Yes, we know that. Charmeleon has a vicious nature and will constantly seek out opponents. Strong opponents excite this Pokemon, causing it to spout bluish-white flames that torch its surroundings. However, it will relax once it has won. It is rare in the wild, but it can be found in mountainous areas. All right.
Nice.
That is it for any kind of entries or articles written about Charmeleon. One interesting fact here. The gender ratio for Charmeleon and for Charmanders, in fact, is largely towards male. A Charmeleon is 87.5% likely to be a male, and only 12.5% likely to be a female.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why there's so few of them. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
men are naturally more aggressive.
That's a
so I guess that makes
baseless
sense.
accusation by me, but could be true.
Yeah.
Okay, students. Now, as you guys have both come to know, it is now time for my absolute favorite part of our lesson. It is time for the pop quiz.
It's not really
Oh,
pop
wow.
if
I
you know
had no
it's
idea it was
coming
coming.
every single
Thanks,
time.
Professor.
You know what I mean?
See, well, Mr. Curtis didn't know it was coming, therefore it's a pop quiz.
Well, he's an idiot. It happens every single lesson.
How dare you insult my wonderful teaching assistant?
I'm just saying. I mean,
keep
like,
it up,
just-
keep it up, and I don't think you're gonna see charcoal at the end of this lesson.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I want to see him. I really want my first Pokemon. I want to train with him. By the time the class is over, I can go start on my journey. What better way to start on a journey than a hot-headed lizard Pokemon? That would be kick-ass.
I don't-
They're notoriously difficult to train. Yes, probably the best one.
Hey, I
I don't
think,
see
look,
what you
I think
see
with
is
your
so cool about
expertise
him.
and learning about him, I think I can handle it.
The perfect starter Pokemon is obviously something that, more spider-like and
Jesus.
green and spins
Ah,
web.
so you're talking about
Caterpie.
Caterpie. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Caterpie.
right.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
with-
too,
with-
Prof.
Man,
With-
birds of a feather, right?
They fuck together.
Spearows
together,
of a
sure.
feather.
Sure, Caterpie, not that other one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
What's that other one? Real quick, what's its name?
That spider one that spins good things?
The arachnid.
Yes, the
It
Arac.
spins
right.
and
the
it's an
spinning
arachnid.
Arac.
It
The
spins
spinning
good
Arac.
things.
The spinning arachnid, that's right.
Okay, we'll get to Spinnerack here in a little bit. By a little bit, it's probably gonna take a while.
Curtis, you were so obsessed with Spinnerack. Okay, it's like I literally just saw you whip out your phone a minute ago, and you have a Spinnerack background. I have been to your house once before for a family dinner. You have Spinnerack posters all in your room. I don't
Yeah,
get the
in fact-
fascination. It's just a stupid little fucking spider Pokemon, okay?
Wow. Don't you say that to Jeffrey, my invisible Spinnerack friend, who will destroy you for
No,
doing that.
Professor, I
for
think he's
saying
losing
that.
his mind.
It's
There's
bad.
no
Mr. Curtis, I
Spinnerack.
did go into your room. I was also at this.
Why
family-
are both of you at my
Well,
house?
we were at a family event. I was
You
trying to
invited
find.
us for dinner. Remember?
I was trying to find the bathroom, and I opened up the wrong door. It was in your room, but I did notice there was a Spinnerack on your table, and I went ahead and I squished that guy for you. I thought, I was like, he doesn't want one of these creepy crawly things in his room, so I'll just take care of it, squish it, get it out of the way. Don't worry, I
Buddy,
took
I'm
care
sorry
of
to
it for you.
tell you, but your invisible Spinnerack Jeffrey, he's actually gone to see God. I'm sorry to tell you that, bud.
He's gone to see Arceus.
Yeah.
Arceus, the guy.
Great. Now you got him crying again. Good job.
Sad.
Crying is the perfect mood to take a pop quiz in. All right. Does everybody have their pens and paper at the ready, ready to
Ready.
send me their answers? Yep, there it is. I hear it from
Ready to
I'm assuming
go.
Mr. Curtis. All right. Question number 1. What are Charmeleon's 2 main weapons? Take your time. Now, there are 3 answers here that I will take. There's 2 that I have in mind, but there's a third one that kind of counts as well. So I will take 3 possible answers here.
Okay.
All right. So Corbin has sent me his answer. I'm still waiting on Mr. Oh, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
All right. So, question is, what are Charmeleon's 2 main weapons? From Corbin, we have thoughtfully worded, quickly written out, claws and tail.
That's right.
I will tell you if it's right or not. Don't put words in my mouth.
All right. Jeez.
And Mr. Curtis has thoughtfully typed out and sent to me his answer, which in all caps says, "It's clippity clack claws and wacky whack tail."
Curtis, why can't you just fucking answer shit like a normal human being? Why do you have to make it all weird?
That's Mr. Curtis.
That
Thank you
is
very
Mr.
much.
Curtis. You need to respect him.
Oh, Jesus.
I have
But
to put the extra flourish on my answer.
Fine,
it really,
whatever.
it really adds a Mr. Curtis spice to it, the flavor that we've all come to know and love. from
Curtis,
Mr.
you were
Curtis.
such a kiss ass to the professor. I'm going to get you one day. Next time you invite me over for a family dinner. Actually, it wasn't even you that invited me over. It was your mom that invited us over, okay? Next time your mom invites us over for a family dinner, I hope you have another Spinnerack in your room because this time I'm going to squash it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna evolve it to Ariados, and then he's really gonna string
It's
you up.
dead because the professor squished it at the fucking family dinner, okay?
Students,
Well, I'm gonna get
Students.
another one.
We are in the middle of a quiz. I would like you to keep the talking and arguing and vehement accusation and insult throwing to a minimum until we finish.
Hey, you killed his pet, man. Don't point at us.
I was doing him a favor. Listen, I've seen a lot of Spinneracks, and that one wasn't going anywhere. One of its legs was missing. It was like it's like was looking at me kind of funny. It was drooling. I was like, listen, I did it a favor. All right.
Oh, that
all right.
sucks.
You are both absolutely correct. Charmeleon's two main weapons are its claws and its tail. It prefers to knock them down with its tail and slice them open with its claws. I would have also accepted flames because when a Charmeleon swings its tail around, it does, make things super hot.
Right.
So I would have accepted that as well, but you guys got the two answers that I was looking for.
Would you say super hot fire?
I wouldn't say that, actually, and that's why I didn't say that.
Okay.
Please don't say that again, actually. All right, moving on to question number 2. When Charmeleon gets excited, it breathes what color flames? I'm looking for exact answers here. And it needs to be exactly correct.
Got it. Noted.
Okay.
Done.
Both answers are in. That was quick and painless.
That's right.
Corbin sent whitish blue, and Mr. Curtis sent blue-white. Again, all in caps. I think your caps lock is stuck.
Yeah, fix your Rotom computer, idiot.
Yeah, your Rotom computer. I don't trust them. That's how silly you sound.
I told you the Rotom computers suck. His caps lock stuck.
Well, I need to portray my intensity and dedication to this
Blue,
quiz.
white.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever actually taken the time to look at him as he's typing, Corbin, but he is intense. His eyes are wide open. He's
unblinking.
Unblinking, fully open. His mouth is silently screaming the whole time. It's honestly terrifying that I have to
Next time I'll look at him, we type in the answers, because I know he's fierce about learning in this class, and he's your little pussy bitch. So he goes crazy for you.
He's my little skitty bitch. Anyways.
That's right. You skitty bitch.
Okay, so moving on to question 3. You guys both got that right, by the way. Bluish white is what all the Pokedex entries say, but whitish blue is fine. It's kind of potato, if you ask me.
Good, thank God.
I don't know if I would have given him that one, Professor.
Well, it's a good thing you're not the professor. Huh? Yeah.
All right, sit back down, Corbin. Sit back down.
All right, sorry.
Question number 3. Charmeleons are very rare in the wild, but where in the wild are they generally found? We did talk about this. It was right at the end. We only talked about it for a second.
Jesus Christ, Curtis, you look so fierce typing away.
Look at
Settle down.
I know, dude.
Look at that guy. Settle down.
His eyebrows are not even on his head anymore.
Jesus. God.
Okay.
Just put your answer in like a normal person like me.
Both answers are in. Now we have from Corbin, mountains, and we have from Curtis, Rocky Mountains. Now, here's the thing. Rocky Mountains is technically correct, and it's not just mountains, all right? It has to specifically be Rocky Mountains.
Oh.
No, come on.
So
it's kind of a given, right?
Listen, as scientists, we need to be specific with our answers.
There are plenty of rocks in the mountains. It's kind of implied. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily. I think there are a few mountains out there that I would not classify as rocky. I would classify them as grassy or smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
Grassy
mountain. I've never heard anyone describe a mountain as, damn, that's a smooth mountain.
That's a smooth,
well,
grassy
you never gone on a hiking
mountain.
trip with me.
All right. That's a date.
Okay, so you know what? All right. I'm going to tentatively give you guys both that answer. You guys are both correct. All right.
Thank you.
One question left. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, now that you've finished, please, once again, cover your mouth when you sneeze.
I tried. I'm sorry. It was just too intense to cover.
Because, again, the Tauruses are attracted to any kind of loud noises.
Okay, all right. I know.
So, all right.
I'm sorry.
Question number 4. After it enters a battle rage, when does a Charmeleon calm down? When and only when?
Settle down, Curtis. Stop typing away. All right? Just settle down. God, you get so intense about this quizzing stuff. My answer's right. I know it is. Come on.
All right, Curtis is taking his sweet
He doesn't know it. I think he's cheating. I see him open up his Pokedex.
I close
He's
your
cheating.
Pokedex. What did I say? Close the Pokedex.
Put it away.
My
You're cheating.
Pokedex is never open.
All right, bring up your.
Sorry, I just had to write that one out.
Wow, what an answer. All right. Mr. Corbin has answered with after it has won. The question again is when does a Charmeleon calm down after it enters a battle rage? And Corbin has answered after it has won. Mr. Curtis has responded again in all caps. Sweet victory is what and he really added. There's about 20 I's here, like 30 C's and T's. There's just a lot of unnecessary letters.
How was that considered a legit answer? Come
What are you talking
on.
about? It's exactly correct. Once it has
Sweet
achieved
victory.
sweet victory. So yes,
God.
Yeah.
that is exactly correct. A Charmeleon will only calm down after it has won. All right. So let me just go ahead and tally up the scores here. Okay. Carry the 1.
Come on.
Okay, divide by
Come on.
7. Okay. Mark the Charmeleon's tail. Okay.
You know what, Curtis? I think we both did well this time. No matter what the outcome is, I wish you nothing but the best, my friend.
Oh, yes, of course. The same to you. The same to you.
Yeah,
Corbin.
that's right, brother. All right, let's get
That's
our
right.
answers.
All right.
Okay. Now, I cannot believe it, but once again, you both have 100s.
Once again, last time
100 for Corbin.
I only got a 98. Yes.
Oh, that is correct. Sorry, you got a 100 technically, but you did lose out by being obnoxious and irritating during the testing. So luckily,
So I got 100.
you did get a 100 this time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means
Suck.
we're gonna see Charcoal one more time, and we're gonna see
Yes.
if we think that he can be Corbin's very first Pokemon. All right, here he comes.
Hey,
Everybody-
bud.
wait.
Hey.
No,
hey,
do not approach him.
What's up? Okay. All right.
Solid, my boy.
I'm a friend.
Everybody, be calm.
I'm a friend.
Okay.
I'm a
He's looking
friend.
at you. He's not looking angry this time. Just
Can I reach-
stick
can
your
I reach
hand
out
out.
and Okay.
Let him sniff it.
Ow, Jesus, he snorted. His fucking
Okay.
breath is hot. I don't
Oh,
like that.
jeez. Oh, okay. He's starting to spin his tail again.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God.
I think we need to clear the
Getting
classroom.
hot in here.
Okay, jeez. Jeez. He got him. He got
Okay.
Corbin. He's on the ground. Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Okay. All right.
All right, now he's going in for the claws.
Get him off!
He's going in for the claws.
Get him off! His tail's flying!
There may still be time. Hold on. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where it goes.
Oh,
Professor.
Jesus!
It was Sari.
Jesus Christ! He burnt my shirt! You kidding me?
Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. Sometimes it takes a while for you to find your first Pokemon, and every Pokemon reacts to each person differently. Charmeleon, not quite the one for you.
Okay. All right. Fuck.
You feeling okay, buddy? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, just remember, you got a 100 today.
I did.
You did.
Even though
you did.
even though Stalin hates your guts.
But I
His name
didn't
is
get a
Charcoal.
100 in Charcoal's heart. I didn't get a 100 there. I failed that, apparently. He singed
right.
all the hairs on my 10-year-old tummy. Oh, man, I'm pretty advanced for a 10-year-old.
I was gonna say, how many hairs did you have on your 10-year-old tummy?
7. It's going to take me another 10 years to grow them back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because all the follicles are burned right off. All right, guys. That concludes today's lesson on Charmeleon. And I want to ask you guys, considering how this trend has been going, what do you think? What do you think the next Pokemon we're going to talk about is?
Whatever it is, I hope it's nicer than that motherfucker.
It is definitely not.
Oh, no! Is it Charizard?
It is indeed the big bad boy himself, everybody's favorite, the number 1 Pokemon in everybody's hearts,
Oh, boy.
Charizard.
And you're
if
going to bring it
lucky-
out?
If you're lucky, I might just have one for you.
Oh, no.
But until then, and as we are tending to Corbin's wounds, class is dismissed.
Does anyone have any aloe?
Sit down, Corbin.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Yes,
Let me get him
keep
in.
him down. You know what? Strap him down.
No, please.
Here we go.
No.
I'm applying the alcohol now.